We just went out with the pacer. It was supposed to go like 64.30 and a little faster than expected, around like 64 flat. But I mean this guy, the winner was, I mean, obviously feeling really good, so it's probably a more appropriate pace for him. So I just try to like kind of just run with the pacer, but feel within myself. And when they kind of were like running pretty quick, I like backed off just a little bit, maybe like mile 11 or so, and then was just by myself to the finish. And you know, there's always a chance people will come back, but obviously he was feeling really good and actually picked it up. So I mean, I just kind of kept running and was second, and wasn't much I could do.
And you just finished your 5th marathon of 2024, all under 2:11. How does that feel?
I don't know, feels all right. I mean, it's just fun to race. I don't necessarily care about the quantity of times. Just trying to be more competitive, you know, on a world stage, and you know, not quite there yet. And obviously there's a handful of American guys that are, I still have some work to do to catch them. So yeah, I mean, I just like racing, and you know, in the seasons I'm racing, I'll do more races. But now I'm ready to have a break.
What does that break look like for you?
Just not doing much. Just this week, this is our like final week of our semester for school, so I'll get like my final grades turned in, and then go on a cruise and just kind of hang out for Christmas break and not do much. You know, and start kind of building back into running in January.
And going into 2025, what do you have your sights on for next year?
Do a couple of spring races, you know, getting those contracts finalized, and then hopefully world champs. Kind of depends on how I'm ranked, but right now it looks like I have a decent chance to make it. So if I do, I'll evaluate that. But right now I'm leaning towards like wanting to do that. You know, and then we'll just see from there.
And was running 5 marathons this year always part of your plan for 2024, or did it kind of just play out that way?
I mean, wasn't my plan going into 2024. I mean, going in, I was just focused on the trials, and then I was like, you know, why not run Boston? Because it's after the trials. So, and then in the fall, I didn't initially plan to run, you know, both Chicago and New York, but it just kind of worked out in a line, and I thought I could do it well. And then CIM is just like hard to pass up. I mean, it's just like right here, and I was probably going to be coming down for this anyways. And I'm not really a person that just likes to come down and watch events, so it's like, I'm going to be here, might as well run.
Might as well participate.
Yeah, it is hard to kind of like stay in shape for this though. The late fall gets pretty busy, and just kind of tired after a couple marathons, and mentally, and just so yeah, I knew it was going to be hard to kind of maintain fitness, so I was just like trying to do enough that I wouldn't completely fall apart. But yeah.
And what did training look like leading up to today, and how do you find so much health and consistency racing so many marathons this year?
I mean, my training leading to Chicago and New York was, you know, really good. I had like really good workouts, and my long runs are always pretty good, but my speed workouts were really good, and I think that's why I PR'd and ran pretty well at New York. Since New York, I mean, you could look at my Strava. Don't even really know. It was just a bunch of, well, no, not a bunch, just like a little to moderate amount of like random running. I don't even know what it did. It wasn't much, but it was enough to like get me to the line, because I had obviously a lot of fitness from the previous races.
And did any of the athletes that you coach come out here today?
Well, not my like community college athletes, but I coached some people online, and I had there's about 7 or 8 people racing. So yeah, I think some have. I don't know what time it is. Maybe one might be finishing pretty soon, and then they'll be trickling in. Yeah.
Awesome. And lastly, how are you going to go celebrate?
Just drive home.